Hi, this is Isabel Litzler. Welcome to my channel. So you have a career question, I have the answer. So feel free to visit my website, isabellitzler.com, contact page, and I will get back to you. So I received a request from a gentleman in Serbia. So I will share with you his request and let you know the answer. This can be very valuable for the community to share your video requests because you're helping others. It's a way also to sponsor my channel and help the channel grow so that more people can be served. So this is the question from Steven. My name is Steven. I'm in Serbia, so I keep details out so that it stays confidential to some extent. I would like to find a job in Switzerland. I have finished law school in continental law, specialty in criminal law. I do not have a job in Serbia in my branch, so I work in different jobs, including in agriculture. I'm athletic. I train my whole life. So by the way, my English is not perfect, but I'm not speaking a lot. Do you think that you can help me about finding a job in Switzerland? So I just wanted to share my answers to his questions based on what he says. I have, I would say, somehow enough information to give some answers. So the first thing is that he specialized in something called criminal law. I said before in my channel that basically if you're going to choose fields like medicine and law, this is a good example, it's going to be tough to take that with you. So you're not going to have a portable career if you're a doctor or a lawyer, because usually it's very linked to the country where you work. So for example, if I'm a surgeon in the US or doctor in the US, I cannot practice in Europe and vice versa. So it's very much linked to the country, which is not great if you plan. Again, you have to think a little bit ahead, but if you plan on having a global career, if you want to work maybe in different countries, you have to think a little bit ahead of what are some of the good type of fields where I could travel with my field. I will link below, at the end of this video, I will link a video I did on portable careers so that you know which fields are friendly for portable careers and which ones are not. And definitely law fits into those careers where it's tough. If you're studying something like diplomacy, for example, it's a little bit more broader. So if you work for the UN as a lawyer, or you work in something that's, global international development, it's a little bit easier. But if you specialize in something like criminal law, which is more, again, I would say local to applying to the local laws, it's going to be tough to take that with you to Switzerland, for example. So his field, to begin with, his field is not very good for the Swiss market. That's the first problem. Second problem, he only speaks English, and barely. He's saying there that his English is not perfect. So if you don't even speak English, so let's say you're foreign, you're coming from Spain, Portugal, Serbia, you don't speak French, you don't speak German, and you don't speak English, I would say you have no chances. So you definitely need to learn English. I would say now it's global anyway that you have to learn English, and learn also French or German. So that's something you need to do before you even consider the Swiss market. You need to understand this high need for multicultural, multiple languages. And languages is something you can train now online. You can do a course. It's something you need to equip yourself with. So definitely learn French or German, and very well. Learn it to at least a B2 or C1 so that you can come with some skills. You know, you're very good in the language, but again, a language you don't practice is not going to be at a great level. So you also need to practice that language, maybe do some language exchanges and travel to the country, do an immersion. I know the best way to improve in a language is to do an immersion, meaning you come for 6 months or a year to a country where they speak the language. So if you want to learn French, you don't have to go live in Switzerland. You can live in any other francophone country, but learn the language. And the last part, basically, he's saying, so he doesn't speak English. Can you help me find a job? So if you don't speak, again, the languages, if you have a career that's not portable, I would say at this stage, my answer is no. You can't get a job in Switzerland. Now, what I would advise to help for future potential is to say learn at least, again, French or English, French or German very well, and do a little bit of plan for a little bit of money that you put aside every month so that you can come to Switzerland maybe to study. I've said this to the other gentleman who submitted his request. Study in Switzerland first, you know, learn something also that's very much in demand. So check websites like INDEED.CH or JOBS.CH. I will share the links below. So you can study the market a little bit, see what fields, what positions are in demand. I will also write a blog article about career trends that I will share in the next days, where you can learn about which jobs are in demand in Switzerland for the future, so that you can train in the right fields. I cannot say this enough, you know, you have to know which jobs are actually worthy based on where you want to work. So, you know, you have to look at the market. You have to say, okay, when I graduate, what is the expected salary and what is the job market offering in terms of potential? There's a lot of things I love. I have lots of interests, but I know not all of them are interests that people would pay to have a career. So that's what you have to think, you know. In the market, the way it works is that there's a need and you have a solution, and if it matches, that's how you get a job, you get paid, rewarded, etc. But if you studied in something that no one wants, then of course you're not going to get calls. So it's not so much a question of resume or, you know, which color you used and all that. Is there a need, and you offer a solution, and then you have a job. So I hope this was helpful. Feel free to comment below, send me your request. I will talk to you soon.